y'all, it's Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 13 of Scrap-O-Ween. It is Freaky Friday and time to work in my October daily. I have some pictures picked out. Of course, I have my October daily kit that I have put together. I think I'm going to be doing a little stamping today, so let's get started. The first page that I'm going to work on today is a divider page. And I'm going to cut down this piece of vellum here, and I'm using one of the page protectors to get the right size. And what I'm going to do is use my new stamp set from Heidi Swapp called Haunting. And it is one of the coolest stamp sets I think that I have. It comes with all these little pieces there you can see of a haunted house. So you can build your own haunted house. So I have my StazOn ink that I'm using. I find that it works the best on vellum. It doesn't smear it. It dries basically instantaneously. So I am just building my little haunted house here, and the stories that I want to tell are about the decorations in the house. I have a story coming up, of course, of the skeleton that, or not skeleton, but the skull that I put up every year on our front door, and also the decorations that I have in the house. And then my second story is going to be about some brand new decorations that I got this year, and I'm really excited about those. So I want to go ahead and build this haunted house, and I'm just using some masking, or not masking tape, but some washi tape here, because what I want to do is use this tree stamp, and I am building a scene. And one of the things that Heidi Swapp has is a little class on how to use these stamps, and I just love her classes. She just has these techniques that are so amazing, and this is not sponsored or anything. I paid for the class, and it's just amazing to me what she can do with stamps. And I love stamps, but I'm not really sure how to use them. So having her classes as a resource is just, I just love it. So I'm working on finishing up. I've got my house built. I have the little trees around it, and then in this upper right corner I'm going to put this horned moon. Got this really cool crescent moon here, and that is going to do it for this page. Oh, look how that is so cool. I just love it. It's so easy, and the results are so amazing. So here I have the picture of the skull that I put on our front door every year. October 1st, it's one of the first things I do after I get up in the morning, is I put up the skull on our front door. And I decided to use this orange zigzag stripe as the background. And this is a 4x4, I think, picture. And now I'm going to go through the stickers, and I can't decide if I want to just leave it like it is without any embellishment and just let the skull shine, and there you can kind of see how it's going to look. But I wanted to have a little something, but I'm not really sure what. So I'm going to end up looking through all of the stickers. And what I decide to do is just use this one this one sticker that says Happy Haunting, and I think it's really pretty because it has the silver foiling. And then on the back, I want to use this little ghosty paper because it is my favorite print of this whole entire collection. I'm going to be putting these into one of the 4x4 page protectors. And then I have these tags that I'm going to put the pictures of the other decorations from the house. And I've got 4 pictures and I have 5 tags. So I'm going to go through and pick out which ones I want to use. And I actually did put some thought into which pictures goes with which tag. And this one here is a picture of our foyer, and I just, the first one I did was a picture of our fireplace, and then of course I have to have a picture of Mr. Pumpkinhead and his family. And since it was at nighttime, I went ahead and used that Happy Halloween tag that is black. And then here is a picture of my jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know if they're made out of concrete or it's not pottery, but it's kind of like pottery. I think it's made out of concrete. I think they're made out of concrete. So here I am going ahead and putting holes in the tags. At first I thought I wasn't going to do that because I want to put these ribbons, I thought about just folding them over and stapling them, and I do end up stapling them, but I like the idea of threading them through the hole. But I did think that maybe I would just fold them over and not have it threaded through. But I like this look a little better. So I'm going to go ahead and I have trimmed each of the ribbons in a different way because I think it gives it a little bit different texture instead of having them all in the same direction. So some of them are a little shorter, some of them are kind of like a V, some of them are in the same direction. And then this one here is a little bit wider and it's more of a satiny kind of finish, whereas the others are more like a gloss grain. And I think my favorite one though is the one with the skeletons, which of course goes perfectly with the skull on the front door. And then that particular tag looked a little bit plain to me, so I went ahead and put a Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster on the front to kind of just give it a little bit of a lift. And so now I am going to see how everything looks in the pocket, and I realize I have cut my paper a little bit too big. And I had cut, if you remember, I had cut the ghost paper to match because I really didn't want the white back to show through on the other side. So I'm gonna have to trim down my little ghosty paper, but oh, look at that little ghost paper. Oh, little ghost paper. It is so cute. I just absolutely love these little ghosties. Their little faces are so cute. So there, I've got that tucked away. And then the next story that I'm going to tell is the story of my brand new decorations that I have brought into my home this year. And I picked out this paper here, and I wanted to use double-sided paper. So since we're talking about the house, I wanted to use these haunted houses. And what I'm going to do is make a kind of a flap. So I have this cut a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and get those holes punched, and then I'm using my mat here to kind of see exactly where I need to put the score so that I can fold it a little easier. And I used the track from my cutter. And then I was like, well, I can't really see my picture. So I went ahead and backed it with this black. And this black piece of paper was cut perfectly. I didn't really have to trim it at all. It had some little fuzzies that were hanging off, so I trimmed those off. And now I'm sticking it down to make the full flap. And I love that picture because this it's like one of my most favorite things that I got this year. And then these two pictures here are pictures of some fake flowers that my husband had brought home for me. He saw them at the grocery store and got them and brought them home to me. And I was like, oh, that was so sweet that he brought me a bouquet of Halloween flowers. So I have those set up. And then the other picture is a picture of some faux lattes that I got. And I don't really like the transition here. It's too abrupt. So I go ahead and use this Tim Holtz washi tape to kind of smooth that transition from the black cardstock to the orange background with the stars. So, and I've got my flowers over there. I think that the colors really pop against that black. And then here I have some tags that I just cut out with some Tim Holtz. Let's see, what are those? Those are, oh, let's see, I've got them right here. Let's see, they're the Tim Holtz Thinlits. Let's see, does it have a name? They're just tabs, not tabs. What are those? I apologize. It's really late at night and I can't think of the words for what those are. Labels. They're labels. So I had used those, and I had used some label dies from Ellie's Studio. And just used some scrap paper to cut those out. And I'm going to use those to write my journal. So these lattes, they are faux lattes. My pastor's wife actually makes the most incredible wreaths and faux decorations, and I was so excited to get these. They are absolutely adorable. And she actually used cinnamon in them, and they smell so good. You want to drink them, but they're not real. And then this is also something that she made, and I was just blown away by it. And it's just gorgeous. And I named him the Pumpkin King. So he's sitting on a little round table beside my mantle, or beside the fireplace, because I have got all kinds of jack-o'-lanterns all around my fireplace, and he just looks perfect. I just love it so much, and it's really cool because it lights up, but it also has spooky music and some spooky sayings. So I can't wait to have it on during our Halloween party. And here I'm just going through and looking through all of the stickers to see what I can decorate with. And what I ended up deciding on was I've got a puffy sticker of a pumpkin that says boo, and then I have a puffy sticker on the right there of a black, looks like it looks like a vampire jack-o'-lantern. But I just thought that was really cute to have it sitting there with the black paper. And that, I said, I love the spooky flowers that Michael got me. And then for the lattes, I wrote, I'm so excited that I got these faux pumpkin spice lattes from Mrs. Sharon. Her creations are so beautiful, and her stuff is amazing. She is so talented. And then, of course, on the front, I have a little tab, or not a tab, but the label, and it says, "The Pumpkin King is so amazing." And I want a little bit more here on the front, so I'm going to look through all of my stickers. And I was thinking I need to keep this a little bit flat. I do have the little puffy stickers, but they're kind of thin. They're not really puffy on the inside, so it stays shut really well. And I have a flat pumpkin that says boo there, and then I put another star, and then at the top there I put a clear sticker that says "Hey Pumpkin." And now, since you can see, I'm moving stuff out of the way, so here comes the mica stains. I have to put them on. They're my favorite. I love them so much. And this one I used the Harvest Moon. It's a little bit brighter yellow. The flickering candle is a little bit more muted. So here you can see the haunted house, and here is the skull on the door, and I did add some of the mica stain to it. And here are all the little tags that I have of our decorations this year in the house, and a couple outside. And then here is the flap, and I'm still debating on whether to put some mica stain on the inside. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.